Hello everybody, welcome. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Gander, and we are at home today and we are about to start our ranunculus and our anemones. So we ordered for the first time this year, this is our first time ever doing either one of these. We ordered from Unicorn Blooms. We saw it on another channel. We found out about this company, and so far we have had great service. So we have our ranunculus and our anemones. We also ordered all of our dahlias from this company as well. So that's another exciting thing that's coming up. But as for today, we are going to start the sprouting process of the ranunculus. So we have a bunch of different varieties. I'm not even going to go through them all with you. So many other YouTubers who know way more than me have already done that. But we are going to do this. So each individual variety comes in their own little paper bag with a nice little label. Isn't it cute? So cute. So each individual variety, we're just peeling off this label. Some come off easier than others. There we go. And then I am just going to put that right on one of these plastic picks, just like that. And I'm just going to tape that all the way around so that doesn't come off. There we go. And some YouTubers had the great idea of putting them all in a bucket in some sort of onion bag or mesh bag of some sort. That way you can have your tap running and some water aeration go through them. But we don't have any bags like that. So we are just going to do it like we've seen on other videos. And we're just going to put them all in individual bowls. My goodness, those are nice, big, beautiful corms.
Little octopus.
They look like little octopus, yes indeed. And when you plant these are root down. So this is the top, this is what sprouts out the flower. And I can't believe these little funny, ugly looking things sprout the most beautiful flowers. So we're just using lukewarm water or cold water. I don't even know if that's a word, cold, is that right? Anyway, it's just not freezing cold, but it's not warm. I'm gonna cover them all and put our tag right in the bowl so nothing gets mixed up. And we're just laying them all out, all the different varieties. We're going to let these sit for about 3 hours. We're going to just give them a little stir with our finger every now and then, and let them sit for about 3 hours, and then we'll see if they need another hour or so. And then once that's done, we will continue with the soil laying and getting them started in a little bit of soil. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Anyway, so all of these have been soaking now for just over 3 hours. And if you take a look, I can even have, yes, that same one that I showed you earlier with the stem. You can see now how nice and plump it has gotten. They were all nice and plump. Surprising how something so dry and brittle looking. However, they weren't that brittle. I was a little bit surprised that they weren't more fragile than they were. They were pretty sturdy, but now everything is nice and plump, and we're going to start putting them into the soil. So I'm just going to choose one. Let's choose one. Let's go for the first one. No, let's do this one.
What's that?
This is Elegance Ranunculus Clementine, and we have 50 of these. So I'm just going to drain the water. Keep your tag with you at all times. And I've pre-started some trays here. These are just some leftover trays from last year's planting. And I've used Miracle Grow seed starting soil and I've mixed in a little bit of perlite just to give it that extra little fluffiness to help the roots be able to get down in there in between. So we're just going to put these roots side down. Again, the roots down, and this is the stem right here. And they don't need any room. We're just pre-sprouting them here. So they just need, the soil is nice and moistened already. And they are just going to sprout roots, little beautiful white roots that don't tangle too much apparently, so that when you take them out of this pan, they can just all pull apart nice and easily. We're going to leave them off of the heat mats for about 2 weeks, just on the concrete floor in the basement, so that they can be cool. After 2 weeks or so, we're just going to move them up underneath the grow lights and the heat mats. I think we're going to research that some more and make sure we're doing the exact right thing. But thanks for joining in and following along on our little journey, and we'll see what happens.
They look like little octopus soldiers.
They are like little octopus. You can see barely any pieces break off. A few did, of course, but barely anything. Hopefully we can get all 50 in this one tray. So there were lots of warnings about making sure you aerate the water as you're soaking them. But as I explained earlier, we didn't have the onion bags or the amount of time or energy to do them all in separate buckets. So we just had to do them in still water in the bowls. I did stir it with my finger every now and then. So there is no sign of anything wrong. Everything looks beautiful. There's no sign of overwatering that I can tell whatsoever. They all look like I would have imagined them to look. There we go. I wish I had more of these trays. So as you can see right here, this second variety that I'm adding to the tray here is a size 4-6, whereas this side over here is a 5-7, and you can certainly see the size difference. So now I'm just going to top up my trays here with enough soil just to cover the tops of them. Again, this is just pre-sprouting, so the whole point of this is just to get those roots building before they're actually planted. We will pot them up or bump them up to a larger size before they go in the ground. They won't go directly from here to in the ground. They'll definitely be bumped up so they'll have their own individual room for growing. But right now, it's just to kickstart those roots. So there you have it. Here we are, all 650 ranunculus and anemones. So all pre-soaked, set into an inch of soil and then another ½ an inch or so over the top of the corms. And now they're going into the basement to sprout roots. We will keep you informed and let you know how the progression goes. By the way, the Lysianthus that we planted on January 1st, We planted one seed tray of 210 seeds. We are down to about 72. They are now bumped up into a 72 plug tray, and they look fantastic. So that's not too bad, I don't think so. For your first year, they're doing good. I didn't kill them all, so they're doing well. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you next time.